Shalom, giving all praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, the double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone, and Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai's peace be bestowed unto you, hopefully elect. I'm your brother Yahweh Call from the Great Millstone, Orlando. I'm just here to echo off of a video that the elder by the name of Ariella from Dallas did a video touching on how Esau bombards the people with so much information to the point where, for the most part, people become numb to it. They just, there's a certain level of fatigue. It puts people in the state of counting the Lord for slack, as the scriptures say, versus those of us knowing and understanding prophecy and being able to connect the dots, put the pieces together. Because with that being said, to those of us in the know, we don't get caught in that spirit of slumber. All right. The elder was making a point about how, pretty much just touching on, it puts people in this state of mind where, because like the scriptures say, the Lord's going to come as a thief in the night. So when all these things suddenly take place, it's going to catch these people off guard because they're not expecting, like I quoted, counting the Lord for slack. All right. Again, versus those of us in the know, the scripture said we prophesy in part. All right. But this is why the Lord has to eventually bring the demonstration, because ultimately the warning is coming from Yahweh Bashim Shai, and the world is betting against Yahweh Bashim Shai. All right. So with that being said, when it does go down, Lord willing, where all that number is, we're not going to get caught off guard. We're not going to get caught slacking, sleeping, because these people, they're in that spirit of slumber. All right, so that's why I titled this something along the lines of Yahweh Bashim Shai, the Lord has everyone right where he wants them. You see, because I also did a video maybe last week or the other week going into how not getting caught up in the low tide, because eventually the flood is going to come. All right. Like I said, it's easy to get caught up in the mix of things. It's easy to get in that spirit of, well, damn, the Lord is not coming back anytime soon. Because again, Esau, he bombards the people with so much information. Like I said, there's a certain level of fatigue. People are tired of hearing the same thing. So, as I said before, we can't get caught in that low tide. Eventually, the flood is going to come. Eventually, the waters are going to come rushing back. And we don't want to get caught slipping. So, again, Yahweh Bashim Shai, he has everyone right where he wants them. Because, again, people are tired of hearing the same thing. You see, and the narrative right now, as the other Ariella was going into, dealing with, the wars, the rumors of wars, right? And being caught up in the cycle of Russia, America, all these war drills, America sending, Trump sending nuclear submarines, all these things dealing with the wars and rumors of wars. Again, people are tired of hearing the same thing because nothing's going on as of right now, right? But eventually, I'm going to grab this. And again, this is just an echo off of the elder again, we see these things going on, and for the most part, man, it's really just a waiting game. All right, because again, we don't get caught up in we just don't get caught up in the fiasco. All right, but on the same note, we stay on our watch. With all that being said, we measure the times through prophecy. Prophecy is our measuring stick. But I'm gonna grab this, because again, Yahweh, the world is banking against Yahweh by Shemal Shai. They count the Lord for slack, and we hear these things all the time. Oh, y'all been talking about World War III. Y'all always talking about the second coming of who they ignorantly call Jesus. People are fatigued, and that's why they're going to get caught slacking. Ezekiel 7:26. Mischief shall come upon mischief, and rumor shall be upon rumor. Then shall they seek a vision of the prophet, but the law shall perish from the priest and counsel from the ancients. So when that day comes, however the Lord decides to do it, because again, it's going to be sudden destruction. It's just going to pop off out of nowhere. Esau, he put certain dates and time frames and things of that nature. Right now, they're talking about with this whole interstellar object that has entered into our galaxy or whatever, and they're predicting some event for November, right? Again, we don't get caught up with dates, time frames. Everything is going to happen on the Lord's time. You see, I'm gonna go to this in Jeremiah 51. In Jeremiah 51 and 46. Matter of fact, I'm gonna start at verse. Jeremiah 51. I'm gonna just start at verse 45. My people, go ye out of the midst of her, and deliver ye every man his soul from the fierce anger of the Lord. And there is a level of detachment spiritually, because the physical departure won't take place until Yahweh comes and get us. But right now, spiritually, we're detached. We are ready to leave it all behind and let it go. That's why, again, when it does go down, it's not going to catch us off guard. It's not going to catch us like a thief in the night. Because our mindset is any day now. All right? Any day now. It says, verse 46, unless your heart faint, and ye fear for the rumor that shall be heard in the land. A rumor shall both come 1 year, and after that in another year shall come a rumor and violence in the land, ruler against ruler. So eventually, the rumors aren't going to be rumors anymore. Eventually, everyone's going to be consumed in prophecy. All right? All hell's going to be breaking loose. And you best bet people won't be undermining Yahweh Shemal Shai anymore. And again, that's why the Lord has to bring the demonstration. He's just going to have to show it. Like the saying goes, I can show you better than I can tell you. Well, Yahweh Shemal Shai, he just has to show it because the world is banking against him. So it's going to hit different when that violence all of a sudden breaks out. All hell all of a sudden breaks loose. It's going to hit different because, again, we prophesy in part. All right. Matter of fact, I'm going to go to this in Luke. Because even to those of us in the know, yeah, we know people are going to be torn to pieces by wild beasts. We know there's going to be famine and cannibalism and all these things. But again, we prophesy in part. So We don't know how bad it's really going to get until it's actually happening. Was that Luke 24? Now, pretty much when you read this chapter, after Yahushua's resurrection, Jake, when you read this chapter, they still didn't get it. They still didn't fully understand. And that's why Yahushua had to open their understanding, right? I'm going to go to this in Luke 24. I'm going to start at verse 41. And while they yet believed not for joy and wondered, he said unto them, Have ye here any meat? And they gave him a piece of a broiled fish and of an honeycomb, and he took it and ate it and did eat before them, showing him that, hey, it was him, and in that particular moment, hey, this is real, right? Because with all that being said, everything that Yahushua told the disciples, this is why he had to open their understanding. When you read on, it says, verse 44, and he said unto them, These are the words which I spake unto you while I was yet with you, that all these things must be fulfilled, which were written in the law of Moses and in the prophets and in the Psalms concerning me. So you see, because again, although Yahushua told them of all these things, they still didn't get it. They still didn't understand. But when you read on in verse 45, then opened he their understanding that they might understand the scripture. So then it hit him. Oh shit, this is what he was, it hit him. You see, it all came to him. You see, so just making a point how, again, it's going to hit different, all right, when these rumors become reality, right? Again, people won't be undermining the Lord anymore. So like I said, even to those of us, we know the destruction is coming. We know all hell's going to be breaking loose, but again, we prophesy in part. So when Yahweh Shema Shah makes prophecy everyone's reality, then it's going to hit. Then they're going to understand. You see? Because the whole world is sleeping on Yahweh Shema Shai outside of the elect. Everyone's sleeping on the Lord. So that's why, again, I titled this, The Lord Has Everyone Right Where He Wants Them, because people are fatigued. They're tired of hearing the same thing, which is, Esau, he does that, all right? Just putting everyone in this state of mind of, hey, counting the Lord for slack. But it's going to hit different. It's going to hit different when prophecy is everyone's reality, all right? And again, Lord willing, we're not going to get caught off guard, because Yahushua, he's coming as a thief in the night, all right? He's coming as a thief in the night. And pretty soon these people won't, they're going to stop undermining our power real soon. So like I said, just to echo off of the elder Ariella from Dallas, all right? Because the world will sleep on the Lord, but we're not asleep, all right? We're not in that spirit of slumber. So Lord willing, just real quick, hopefully it was edifying, giving all praises to Yahweh Shema Shai. Shalom to you, hopefully elect.